This week on JordanJaunts, it's pub golf, Tenerife style.
9 viewer-recommended bars from Costa Adeje to Los Cristianos, from cheap beers to pricey pints, with a stunning coastal walk and good crack along the way.
But by the end, will we even remember the rules?
We're heading along from Adeje all the way to Las Américas today, so come with us. But to make it a wee bit more interesting, because we will be stopping along the way, we've decided to have a game of pub golf. This is Mark's idea. If the video turns out terrible, we can blame him.
And I'll take all the blame. This, yeah, 100% is my idea. I think it'll be fun. Pub golf is basically going around different bars and setting a different target, a different par at each bar that you need to try and beat. So I'm hoping to beat Dad, but we'll see what happens.
I'm a tried and tested beer drinker, so I'm not sure you will. But anyway, should be fun. But it's not all about the pub golf, it's about the views. So come with us on this lovely walk and this beautiful day in Tenerife.
Between 1 and 5. Okay, this pub, number 3.
That means you've got 3 drinks to sink this beer. And if you go over that, then you're going to be above par.
One.
Feeling a bit rough after last night, to be honest, so it's not going down quite as well as it was yesterday. Par 3. Smashed it.
I'm not convinced this is going to work well because we're only allowed 1 drink per pub. The food hasn't arrived and we've already smashed the pints.
I think I will be doing a beer, then a water, then a beer, then a water, and that's the best way to hopefully limit the hangover tomorrow morning so I don't sleep into the afternoon. Because I've been trying to learn Spanish out here and I've not been able to use buenos dias once because I've never been awake in the morning.
Well, first hole down.
Only 8 to go.
What I would say is you might be on par, but that place was under par. That was D'Angelo's. Honestly, really busy. I would not go back.
No, not at all, not at all. Considering some of the brilliant places I've been here, that's not one of them.
Nah.
And I had some food as well. The food was, it was a par, to say the least.
Okay, par's okay.
Okay.
The cake, we got tiramisu, rotten, sent it back. Something I never do. So anyway, let's go.
Yep.
On to the next place.
Mention the playbook.
So we were in Lanzarote a few years ago and it was far blacker everywhere you went because of all the volcanic rocks and all the volcanic activity back when it originally formed. But here, even looking up into the hills and the mountains, it's still green all the way up there. And you've got nice, lovely sand as well, rather than the rocky, rubbish black sand that you get in some places like Santorini, Lanzarote, those kind of places.
Playa Blanca.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's nice to have that on a volcanic island.
I think we'll have a wee stop here, have a stop at everywhere along the way, finishing up in the legendary Playa de las Américas. What do you think? Sound good? Stay with us. Give us a number between 1 and 5. 4.
I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I think I'm about to be going under par.
I'm needing a good refreshment. Roasting here, so I think I may well go under par as well. See what happens, stay with us.
We're in hole 2, or pub number 2, par 4. Let's get on it, boys.
Cheers. 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 Oh, Mark's ahead.
I think he'll definitely be beating par on this one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
1 under par.
Well done to you, Mark. I'm just enjoying my day. Start slow and then win at the end.
Yeah, he's the boss, he's the rich one.
Cheers.
And look, woo! I might not be drinking beers, but I'm shopping while I'm sitting. Can't complain.
Here goes.
That was really nice. Good stop there.
Makani, cracking bar and restaurant. I think we'll definitely be back. It was a nice experience, sitting there on the front. Hole number 2 completed. Mark's ahead of the game, aren't you, Mark?
Yep, ahead and looking to continue it in that way. Fingers crossed. But we'll see the beer centre.
What I would say is €3.50 a pint in there. The last place was 2, but the contrast is immense. That was beautiful.
It's amazing the difference a day makes. Yesterday when we were here, it really was windy. Nobody was on the beach, no one was in the sea. So just one day and the weather's absolutely cleared up and beautiful again. And we're here at Puerto Colón at the marina.
So we're at hole number 3 now. The pub is called Stars. I wonder why. Looking forward to getting another drink and hopefully going to get even further below par. But we'll see what that number looks like. Fingers crossed it's a high one.
Can I catch up with you this time? Or even get myself ahead? Might just be a fast one in Stars. Let's go and see.
And I think we'll be seeing Stars shortly.
This is lovely.
We'll give you a seat. We'll be you guys sit down. I'll just get a
Like a beautiful view looking over the beach club. Certainly beats pub number 1.
There you go, Nick.
I don't think so. Oh, it's a 5. Is that good?
Hear that, Mark? A 5 for his son.
Fantastic.
The vibe's great in here, so I'm actually delighted with that. I'd rather keep the small numbers for somewhere that's not that great. This is lovely. I wonder what we're going to be saying 2 or 3 drinks on, or will we be saying anything? Will it just all be hand signals?
Cheers.
May the best man win.
What a lovely experience this is. Just sitting, the house music, the view, everything about it is perfect.
I need to get on my game. Mark is bumping me again. Right.
Ooh,
4. Very competitive, he's very competitive.
I'm competitive when I know that I'm good at this. That's something I'm good at, drinking. Abroad.
So I am now 1 under par. I'm getting absolutely pumped.
So, hole 3 done, and we've absolutely smashed it. We've both beaten the par 5, and now I'm 3 under par, and you are
1 under par. But also, we may have broken the bank as well. €5.60 for a beer in there. So certainly not the traditional prices we're finding here as we walk along the coast. Was it worth it, Nicola?
I'd say so. That was beautiful.
Wee bit initially slow with the service, but once it got there, it was perfection. So we're in touching distance of Las Américas. Let's continue walking along this beautiful coastline.
Is it accurate to say that this might be Las Américas?
Well, it's interesting because I've spoken to about 10 people who've told us Las Américas starts at a different spot. So I'm not sure. So put in the comments if you can to help us to understand where Las Américas actually starts.
Got to be sure you're going to win.
definitely.
I don't don't know where you get this competitiveness from.
So this is more our style. €2 a pint instead of the 5.60. I'm good. How are you? You okay?
Nice to see you. I saw your videos. You're alright.
I'm good, thank you.
How's the business, mate?
It's good.
It's alright, grand, isn't it? Yeah? Good, man. Anyway,
Cheers.
nice to see you. Anyway, take care, yeah?
We believe we have arrived in Las Américas. If I'm wrong, don't judge us. Just tell us where we got it wrong. Let's find those €2 beers, which is more like the JordanJaunts budget.
And we head in to pub number 4. Come with us. You'll spot there's a wee bit of stuttering already, so this could go badly.
This could be messy. That definitely looks like a €1 a pint place. €1.50 a pint. I've smashed it. Compared to the last place, almost €4 cheaper. Let's get in here for hole number 4. Bora Bora.
Pub number 4, and we found an absolute bargain.
I have got to say, I feel we've gone downhill a wee bit. It doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi of the beach club.
Wow, it's got a fantastic name. Bora Bora. €1.50 a San Miguel. Now that's something worth talking about.
Bora Bora, according to ChatGPT, that's got danger written all over it. Let's call hole 4, Bora Bora, a par 4.
They're all very high pars that we're getting just now. It'll be interesting to see when we get the lower ones. It's a shame it's going to be later on, when the drink is going to be hitting a little bit harder.
It's also a shame you come in somewhere that's just alright. But then again, look at this view. This view is incredible. Maybe a wee bit early, but €11 for a 3-course menu. It's unheard of. I feel it's getting I was going to say a wee bit cheaper along here. It's getting a big bit cheaper along here.
Like par 4, remember?
Cheers. I've got a strategy.
Oh, down in 2. Now it's getting interesting.
Well, it's all about the 4th hole. I was getting a bit tense there, to be fair. You were well ahead, and actually I brought it back in. Hole 4 achieved. On to hole 5. And that was a great stop. Bora Bora, the cheapest stop yet. And that beer went down so well.
And we've cutting it a little bit closer now. I'm 4 under par and you're 3 under par. So there's only 1 pint, 1 set in it. So we'll see what happens at hole number 5.
Everything to play for.
Everything to play for.
Absolutely everything to play for.
Let's go!
King Kong, I'm nearly on Mark's tail.
There's a real variety of bars and pubs along here. There's your real cheap ones, €1.50, but there's also the quite luxurious ones that are closer to €6 a pint. So that gives you an indication of the types of places that there are here.
And we have had quite a few comments to say it's all Brits that come here, but that's not what we're finding. We're finding it's people from all over Europe, and a real mix of demographic, age, a lot. I'm liking it loads.
King Kong is actually just down there. So after showing you the Kong bar, we can show you King Kong.
Right, go get him. Hey man, you go outside. Go, go. The As you walk through Las Americas, it certainly feels different. This is a sort of 60s, 70s traditional Spanish resort with the skyscrapers, unlike Adeje that is purpose-built and quite modern. So actually, if you like the good old times, this is where you roll. I think I'm going to go and get myself a wee swim. I need a refreshment and a different kind. Let's go and see this beautiful beach. That's class. Is that surfers? Just looking in the water there, all the surfers. We need to join them, Nicola. Let's get a surfboard.
James, they're Lilos?
My site's never been that good, has it? Okay. What's certainly happening in Las Americas tonight, this place is very busy, but it's got a cracking vibe to it. The sun is about to go down, and I think this pub golf, this is where it gets messy.
Cocoa Beach, hole number 5. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about the par. Fingers crossed, it's a low number.
But something tells me, Nicola, it's not going to be €1.50 for a pint.
I don't think so. This is the sort of places you were saying you remember more, Mark, isn't it?
It was, yeah, because we actually went pretty up market when we were here. We were looking for the nice pubs, the places where you enjoy sitting in a little bit more. And it cost us a fair wad more, because I don't remember anything about €1.50 pints, or even €2. I remember paying over the odds, as far as I'm aware, because I was paying about €4 or €5 on average last time I was here.
And it's par 3 here. Game on.
Can you do something to tell me? I've just back to the loo and it looks so marked as a wee sip. His pint's definitely smaller. Now is that your strategy?
I think that the person that's putting these pints on must have just put a tiny bit less in mine. That
Fair
must
enough.
be the reason.
Fair enough, okay.
Hole number 5. Cheers.
Oh my goodness, I definitely... So we need to start again because I don't know what the number is. So you don't...
Par 3.
So it's a par 3. Right, okay, can we start? I just didn't know. No, we can't.
Can we start again?
We can't. Anyway.
Oh, slipping. Did you forget we were playing a game?
Yes. I was just getting the ambience. Because we're in such a class joint, I was like, it's a class joint. Anyway, I've just ruined a shot.
I don't remember Tenerife being quite as good as it is now. Last time I was here, it was fun. We had a good time, but we were clearly at the wrong places. Now that I'm here, I can understand why people choose this as their holiday destination every single year, because it's absolutely fantastic. And it's good to have a little bit of variety, travel to different countries. But Tenerife, this takes a #1 spot for me.
There's nothing more heartwarming than your son telling you that coming with JordanJaunts is better than going with his pals. That says it all. Let's go.
Remember, it's game, James.
So that's 3 for both of us, which means we both hit par, which means we're at the exact same score as we were. -4 and -3. So, it's still a close call.
I'm just going to say you're both below par, because it was par 4.
Still par 3.
Let me look.
And you're the sober one. So,
Yeah, par 3. Par 3. Well done, boys. Well done. That is the closest we've seen to a sunset the full time we've been here. We have been told it drops very quickly and we keep missing it. So we've almost seen it, but I think it's really just gone behind clouds rather than behind the horizon. Oh, was that a wee stagger there?
oh, the girl's on my phone.
Did you trip in a pothole?
That was a wee stagger there.
Hole number 5 completed. Let's get ourselves to hole number 6. But Cocoa Beach was a cracker. Only €3.50 a pint for somewhere as nice as this. Feels cracking value in Las Américas.
So just a wee points update. Mark is still 1 ahead of James. James made a move at Bora Bora. Couldn't capitalise on it at Cocoa Beach because he forgot he was playing a game.
How could I?
Is it hole number 6? Is that all? Have I got 6, 7, 8, 9? I've still got another 4 of this to put up with. Okay.
We may hit number 6 and get ourselves off to Lineker's bar.
I'm pretty sure it's Leonardo's, but they both start with L, so close enough.
We're at Veronica's strip now. We'll come back later and we'll finish here later on. Just now, we're going to continue and more into Las Américas. What's your opinion of it here?
Well, I really like Las Américas. Last time I was here, this is kind of where we were all of the time. My only question is, what happened to Veronica's 2? We've got Veronica's 1, 3 and 4. Veronica's 2 doesn't seem to exist. So, I don't know who's got mixed up with the numbers there.
Yep, open.
No, I've to go different. Oh.
Yeah, we're coming for beer. Where are you from? Scotland.
Ah, nice. Alright, boss, you all good?
Yeah, good man.
Just a little vlog, just to sit.
I think James is reliving his youth there.
Hole number 6, world famous Lineker's. Never heard of it, so I don't know who it's famous with, but I suppose we'll see.
I've heard of Lineker's. I believe Lineker's was like the bar to come in Las Américas. As I approached it, I decided I'm probably wrong.
So, it's a 2 this time, so we're going to have to sink this a little bit quicker. Let's see how it goes. With the fact that you've got a bottle and I've got a pint, it's going to make this a little bit more challenging, but I'm
For
all
you.
for it.
Cheers. I would say I would have knocked that back in the winner if I hadn't actually nearly choked in the lime.
Drink number 2. And I think after my effort, I'm about to fall back to even. And we're about to be 4 under each.
It's going to be very interesting as we move this forward. This is number 6. 4. In fact, 3 to go.
Let's see if I can get this down on the 3rd attempt.
Yeah.
Well done.
And that's us. It's all square. It's all even. We're both 4 under. On to the next hole.
I think JJ's. I think I'm definitely. I must be drinking 0 beer, so I'm feeling totally sober. Stop number 6, Lineker's Bar. Probably the worst pub we have been in the whole trip, by far. And actually, I'm not quite sure. It does look as though it could potentially be a bit like the Stringfellows. Probably not as glamorous.
Yeah, I think it's an unusual day to go to what looks like a pole dancing club with your son and husband.
And it's definitely a first for me. They've got the world famous up on all the walls.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything famous about it.
No.
I get a wee bit mixed up there. We get asked by a really nice guy to get into the Irish bar here, and we were going to go in there and like, no, Lineker's. And I thought it was him. And I came out and said, I wish I'd come in your bar because that is absolutely rotten in there. Turns out it's the guy that served us in Lineker's. Anyway, nothing like putting your foot in it, but he took it well.
Well,
I don't think he knew what you were talking about,
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
think
I think
so.
he was a bit confused because that's not the sort of thing that you would hear normally after someone's left the bar that you've just served them in. Terrible. But that's fair enough because it was terrible.
Let's go
So funny.
to the Dubliner. It's closed.
Way to investigate, see if it is actually closed. But I think you can tell from the top of the stairs.
Hole number 7, we're in the Gaelic corner, and if we would not to get Guinness in, let's split the G. 3. Oh, that's tough for Guinness.
Now, my goal was to try and split the G.
Yay!
I think I've done an alright job. But that's one of my drinks gone.
Nearly split the G myself. Let's see how it goes.
Turn that around so we can see. Did you nearly split the G? No.
No.
So there's no splitting the G t-shirts here, but we have got it on camera, so it's the same thing.
So let's see if we can get us down and get 1 under par once again. Well, 5 under par. Under par for this hole. Cheers. It looks like I'm about to go ahead again.
This is a definite first. I don't think I've ever knocked a Guinness back in 3. But anyway, let's go to hole number 8. So that's hole number 7 finished. 2 holes to go.
And it's all square. I'm pretty sure as far as my calculations go, I think we're both 4 under par.
Well, good score. Been in the Irish bar. Fantastic. The Gaelic corner.
Yeah, cracking bar. That's our second time in there and it really was great. Live music every night, which is fabulous.
What I would say is, the Irish bars certainly break the bank. How much was it a pint, Mark?
I think it was €15 for 2 pints and an aqua con gas sparkling water. So that's quite expensive compared to everywhere else that we've been. Considering we were getting €1.50 a couple of holes ago, pretty expensive.
Yep, but we all love an Irish bar and that was a cracker. That's probably one of the real ones. I talked earlier about the fake ones, but that's the real one. Let's get you off to hole number 8.
And for hole number 8, we're going to head along the Golden Mile. And that wee walk from here to there
I'm okay, thank you.
might be good for the legs. This is the Golden Mile, great for shopping. I'm not a shopper though, but it's still a really bright, vibrant place to visit. Are we ready to get these last 2 holes in?
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready for it. And ready to see if I can potentially beat that. I'm not entirely sure. Right now I think I'm behind by 1. So
I think you are, yeah.
yeah, so we need to just wait and see.
So we are heading down to La Vista's beach for the second last beer of this pub golf.
We're here at the Sun King for number 8, the penultimate drink of the pub golf.
Nikki,
What?
you've only been drinking water as well. And let's just get it from a natural. This is hole number 8 for the penultimate. Anyway, let's have a drink. Quite a tough one this late in the day. A par 3. But anyway, let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's trying to split the D.
Did a good job of it, to be fair.
Splendid.
Okay, there's some confusion here. I was meant to be keeping a track of these scores and I've not done a very good job of it. So actually I have no idea who's winning. I believe James is winning by 1 point.
Cheers.
So I reckon it's a draw at the moment. That's my recollection of the situation. And even as we stand, is Mark going to finish that in the winner? Or is he going to go over par?
I think most likely going to go over par based on how I've managed with the last 2 drinks. I think it's going to take me at least another 2.
JJ Davada.
This is the Sun King behind me. This is brilliant. €2 pints all day, and it seems to be that they do it right till late at night. But at 10 o'clock now though, and they're packing up, so again it speaks to this early finish here. Definitely surprised by that.
Drink number 3. I've gone over par this time. I can't say I'm majorly surprised.
My moment of glory. Winning is sweet.
And I'll finish off with the 4th, just to cement the 1 over par.
So Nicola, what's the scores in the doors?
Well James, that puts you 1 ahead of Mark. So it is touch and go. 1 more drink, off to Veronica's strip, who is going to win this round of pub golf. We're leaving the Sun King. We're heading to Veronica's strip. I'm not sure if we're going to get there. It's at least a 15-minute walk. So, so I am not holding.
Right, just get to it. At Veronica's strip, we will have the finale. Let's do it.
Personally, I think we should be taking the scooters.
Mark, there's not a chance being on a scooter. It's interesting, 11 o'clock, and it feels soulless here. My first impressions here at first was I was like, oh, the bling, what a great place to come. And actually it's a wee bit disappointing. You probably go each side of the Golden Mile, there's a wee bit more happening. This place is a wee bit made up. It's just full of hotels and expensive restaurants and bars. I don't think it's the best place at all. I think there's a lot more to Tenerife in this area than the Golden Mile.
We've arrived at the famous or infamous Veronica's strip for our final drink of the tournament.
Looking forward to it. Hoping I can sink it in 1 and maybe win, but see what happens.
So off strips, I'm really glad it's busy, really glad to see that, because many of the places we've been while we've been here have been really quiet, and it's made me think, oh gosh, how are things here in Tenerife? It is not my favourite strip though. I don't like how cars can get through it and how it's just one-sided. Still though, we've had a great night.
Keep watching for some bloopers.
So it's going to be really difficult noise-wise, but it's par 4, the final game is on. Let's see, can he manage it? I think James has made the mistake. He got a pint, Mark got a vodka.
So Mark is saying the last time he was here it felt really dodgy. They offered balloons, right? You went away there, the girl just come up and said, would you like some balloons? The finale. So what's the number? 4.
3, I win. It's getting close here.
Last chance achievement from if I don't finish this, Mark has won. Mark is the winner. By one. Take 5.
Well, it's been a great jaunt here at Veronica's Strip in Playa de las Américas. What a night we've had. Turns out Mark won. Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's been a great night. Had a fantastic time. And it was brilliant to end it off with the strip. But the size of the vodkas, mental.
Absolute mental.
And as parents, so proud, son.
Exactly, so proud you met me, son. But as always, as a dad, you can never beat your son. Anyway, it's been fantastic. Pub golf
Completed.
Tenerife complete, 9 holes. Good night.
I'll see you in the next one.
Will we? Will we definitely see them in the next one?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
I believe Mark is winning by 1 point, but we'll know for sure when I look back over the video. I believe James is winning by 1 point, but we'll know when we look back over the video when I start editing it. I believe that they've got equal points. So we'll know when I edit the video. Can we do the outro? Because I'm actually a wee bit worried how this is going to be. I think the outro could be terrible if you've had 9 drinks. Can we do it here? Do you mind?
No, that's fine, that's
Is that
fine.
fine?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so we'll just say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah?
yeah,
Who's saying it?
thanks so much for watching. I hope it was fun for you. It was certainly fun for us as we walked from Adeje to Playa de las Américas. Brilliant pubs, brilliant beer, brilliant times. See you next time.